Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? Hope everybody's doing amazingly well. Welcome back to another lesson of English with Ashish, and today in this lesson we are going to master indefinite adjectives. Yes, we are going to master indefinite adjectives and we are going to learn everything about indefinite adjectives. So make sure you watch the lesson until the end. I'm excited. I know you guys are too. Let's do it. All right, everybody, now let's understand what exactly an indefinite adjective is. As the name goes, it is indefinite. It does not define the noun, it modifies. So it modifies a noun in a non-definite way, in a non-specific way. So an indefinite adjective is a word. First of all, it's a word, just one word that comes before a noun. It comes before the noun it modifies, gives information about, right? It modifies a noun in a non-specific way, meaning it does not refer to a definite or specific quantity of the noun that it modifies. All right, it does not refer to a definite or specific number of the noun. It modifies it in a non-definite way. All right, I hope you understand the definition. Now let's look at all the indefinite adjectives in English. Guys, these are almost all the words and phrases that function as indefinite adjectives in English. And these are some, many, plenty of, much, more, less, a lot of, or lots of, right? A lot of or lots of, one and the same thing. A few, several, enough, other, little, a little, all. All right, so let's look at some examples and understand how these words function as an indefinite adjective in a sentence. Let's do that. All right, example number one. Some people from an NGO came to meet you at the office. So people from an NGO came to meet you at the office. But how many people came to meet you at the office? How many were there? So people is our simple subject, right? That's the noun, right? And we have an indefinite adjective here that's modifying the noun people. Some people from an NGO came to meet you at the office. But how many were there? Do we know that? No, we do not. We do not know the exact number of people that came to meet you from an NGO. That's not defined. That's not definite. So yes, it is more than one person, of course. And that is what the indefinite adjective some is doing here. It is giving us a rough idea of how many were there. It is a positive number, some. More than two in number at least. But we do not know the exact number of people that came to see you at the office from an NGO. So some is working as an adjective in a sentence, giving information about the noun people, but not in a specific manner, not in a definite manner. It is not modifying the noun people with a definite number. All right, let's take another example. I have been to many countries, but the diversity that we see in India is unparalleled. I have been to many countries. Countries, how many countries I've been to? When I ask this question, do we have the answer in the sentence? I have been to many countries, but the diversity that we see in India is unparalleled. But my question is, how many countries have I been to? Do we know that from the sentence? Is it more than one? Of course it is. Is it a good number? Yes, it is. This is what the word many does, right? It is an indefinite adjective that modifies the noun country, right? That modifies the noun country and tells us it is a good number. It's a great number. When you use many as an adjective, as an indefinite adjective, it refers to a large number of something, which is basically a plural noun, right? So when we understand all these indefinite adjectives one by one, we'll understand with what type of a noun they're used with. All right, we'll do that. So many is used with a plural noun, right? It refers to a large number of something, a plural noun, right? So I've been to many countries. Okay, many, it's a very good number. All right, many, it's a very positive number. I've been to many countries. But again, do we know the exact number of countries that I've been to? No, we don't. And we cannot know that with the usage of indefinite adjectives. We cannot do that. Let's take another example. I have more ideas to share with you. I have what to share with you? I have ideas to share with you. But how many are they? How many? How many exact ideas do I have to share with you? We don't know that. Do we know that from the sentence? No, we do not. But do we have a word that's giving information about the word ideas? Yes, we do. And that is the word more, that is giving information about the noun ideas. I have more. So I've probably given you some ideas already. On top of the ideas that I've already given you, that I've provided you, I have more ideas. Some more ideas. An additional amount of something that I've already given you. Alright? So this is what more does. Again, it does not refer to a specific amount of something. It does not do that. It means an additional amount of something. Again, we'll understand how to use more separately going forward in the lesson. All right. So that's what an indefinite adjective is. We've looked at all the indefinite adjectives in English. We've looked at some examples. Now let's keep on learning more about indefinite adjectives. On your screen are some indefinite adjectives that are used with countable nouns, that are used with plural countable nouns. All right. And these are some, many, a lot of, or lots of, several, plenty, more, a few, the few, fewer, other. All right. All right. Now, these are the adjectives, indefinite adjectives that are used with uncountable nouns, nouns that cannot be counted. All right. And these are much, enough, less, little, a little, or the little. All right. Now, we can use probably one of these adjectives with a countable noun as well, but these can definitely be used with uncountable nouns. That is what we're trying to understand. Okay. Now, here is the list of indefinite adjectives that can be used with both countable and uncountable nouns. And these are a lot of, again, lots of, some, plenty of, more, and enough. Okay. Now, we'll not try to learn the list of these adjectives. What we'll do is we'll try to understand all of these adjectives one by one. So these are all the adjectives, indefinite adjectives that we are going to talk about separately. Okay. So let's start with these three indefinite adjectives. Okay. These are some, several, and plenty of. Let's start with the very first one, some. See guys, some as an indefinite adjective can be used with both a countable noun and an uncountable noun. So when it is used with a countable noun, a plural noun, it means a good number of something, a good number of a plural noun. Okay. Now, when I say a good number of a plural noun, it's of course more than two in number. It is more than two in number, but it's not a lot. It's not many. It is some. Okay. It's a positive number, but it's not too many. Okay. When it is used with a countable noun. Okay. Now, it can also be used with an uncountable noun. Again, in that case, it means a good amount of something. We'll take examples. Some people called me yesterday for a job interview, for a, let's say, job interview. Some people called me yesterday for a job interview. Some people, it's more than two in number, but it's not too many. Okay, so it's a positive number, more than two. Some people called me yesterday for a job interview. We can also use some with an uncountable noun. Let's understand that. I need some help. So here, some is my indefinite adjective modifying the noun help. Can you count help? No, you cannot count help because it is uncountable noun. Un, uncountable noun. It is not countable. We can take another example. Ria asked me asked me asked me for some money. Okay, money is not countable, and some is an indefinite adjective modifying the noun money. She asked me for what? Some money. Money, some. Okay, that's how we use the indefinite adjective some. Now let's move to the second some. Now let's move to the second indefinite adjective, which is several. Several is only used with a countable noun, a plural noun, and it means a good number of something. A good number of something, which is basically a plural noun. But understand this, it is greater in quantity in comparison to some. So when you say I have some cars, for example, when you say I have some cars, you mean a few cars, right? Maybe two, maybe three. Okay, but when you say I have several cars, it gives you a sense of more than some cars. Okay, so it could be 3 or 4 or maybe 5 or maybe 6, but at least more than some. So several is more than some. It refers to a quantity or number that is basically more than some. Okay, and it is not used with an uncountable noun. We cannot say, let me remove this first. We'll understand all of these indefinite adjectives like this. Okay, so I cannot say I have several money. I can't say that. Or I can't say she needs several help. I can't say that either. This is incorrect, right? I can say I have some money, she needs some help, but I cannot say she needs several help. Okay, now let's talk about plenty of. Again, plenty of functions as an indefinite adjective, and it can be used with both countable and uncountable nouns. Let me remove this first. All right, and it refers to a quantity that is greater than the quantity referred to by some and several. I have several cars, right? You know, this is greater than this. And when you say I have plenty of cars, the feel of the sentence is different, right? Now, comparing all of these three sentences, you feel in this sentence the speaker has the most cars, right? This is what it feels. And this is exactly what plenty of does as an indefinite adjective. Okay? But can we use several and plenty of interchangeably? Of course we can. But is there a difference in meaning? Yeah, a little. And you should take note of that. Okay, let's move to the next set of indefinite adjectives. And these are many, a lot of, and most. Now let's start with the very first one, which is many. Many as an indefinite adjective refers to a big, a large number or quantity of something, right? A plural noun, a countable noun, which is plural in number. For example, she has many friends. She has what? Many friends. Friends, many in number, a big number. But do we know the exact number? No, it's indefinite. It's not specific. I know many teachers. Okay. I know what? Many teachers. Teachers, many, a great quantity. Okay, but again, it's not specific. That's how we use many. It is not used with uncountable nouns. Okay, now let's talk about the next one, which is a lot of, also known as lots of. Okay, now it is an indefinite adjective that is used with both countable and uncountable noun. Let's just call it UNN, uncountable noun. Okay, so again it refers to a big or large number of something. Okay, something. When it is countable, it is a plural noun. When it is uncountable, it's an uncountable noun. Let's take some examples and understand this. A lot of people are turning vegan these days. A lot of people are turning vegan these days. A lot of people. A lot of what? People. A plural number. It's countable, right? And again, it's a big number of a plural noun. Do we know the exact quantity? No, we do not. It's not definite. It's not specific. All right. Let's take more example and let's just remove this. Okay. Justin sold lots of tickets in his previous show. Okay, Justin sold what? Lots of what? Tickets, plural noun. Okay, can we use it with an uncountable noun? Absolutely. Let me show you how to do that. We all want to earn a lot of money. Okay, let's remove this and take another example. Parul eats lots of, which is nothing but a lot of food. Parul eats lots of or a lot of what? Food. Food is uncountable. So a lot of or a lots of is used with both countable and uncountable noun, and it refers to a big number of something. Now let's remove this and move to the next indefinite adjective, that is most. The indefinite adjective most is used to refer to the majority of something, a plural noun. All right. So when you want to refer to or talk about the majority of something, which is basically a plural noun, or more than half of something, again that is a plural noun, use most. And it's an indefinite adjective that is used with only countable nouns. It is not used with uncountable nouns. Okay, let me show you some examples. Most students in my class know me. Most students in my class know me. Now again, I don't want to say a lot of or many. Okay, I don't want to refer to a big number. I want to say the majority of students in my class. The majority or half, more than half of the students in my class know me. Okay, so this is what the speaker is trying to put across. More than half the number or the majority of something. Okay, most students in my class know me. Let's take another example. All right, let's do it. Another example. Most people die without achieving what they can. Most people die without achieving what they can. So I don't want to say a lot of people. I just want to emphasize on the fact that the majority of people, right? The focus is on the majority. Most people die without achieving what they can. All right, so here the word most is working as an indefinite adjective, modifying the noun people. All right, again, not modifying it with a specific definite number. That's how we use most as an indefinite adjective. We can take another example of the word most, but not as an adjective, as a pronoun, but that'll make its meaning very clear. Let's do that. I love SRK Shah Rukh Khan. I have seen, and I have seen most of his movies. Most of his movies. So here the word most is not working as an adjective, it's working as a pronoun, but it makes the meaning very clear here in this example, right? I love SRK Shah Rukh Khan, and I have seen most of his movies. Most of his movies, meaning the majority of his movies I have seen. That is how we use the word most. The word most as an indefinite adjective. Here in this sentence, the word most is not used as an adjective. Please note that it is used as a pronoun because it doesn't have a noun after it. It has a prepositional phrase after it. Okay, because it's working as a pronoun. All right, let's move to the next set of indefinite adjectives. And these are few and are few. Let's understand the meaning and let's understand the difference. Guys, few has a negative connotation. It means almost negative. It is used with, again, accountable noun, which is plural in number. And again, a few is also used with accountable noun, which is plural in number, right? Plural noun. Okay, plural noun. But the difference between the word few and the words a few, right, is that few gives a negative connotation. When the speaker uses the indefinite adjective few, the speaker means that they refer to a quantity or an amount that is almost negative. Okay, and when the speaker uses the expression of few, the speaker is being optimistic. They refer to an amount which is more than 2 in number, which is not a great number, which does not mean many, which means some, but it's something. The speaker considers it positive. Okay, so for example, let's take an example and understand this better. Examples. I have few friends, and I have a few friends. Now, what is the difference? See guys, when the speaker says I have few friends, the speaker is not being very positive or optimistic. Maybe you say, hey, you need money, right? Why don't you ask it to your friends? And you say, hey, I just have few friends, meaning you don't have a lot of friends. I mean, they're almost negative in number. All right, now, and let's say that you are, let's say, at a club, and somebody comes to you and sees you alone, and somebody says, hey, why don't you join us since you are on your own, since you are alone? And you say, I'm good, I have a few friends. All right, I have a few friends with me. Now you mean you have some friends. In this context, you mean you have some friends but not many. When you say a few, it doesn't refer to a large number, it refers to a small number which is positive, which is considered positive by the speaker when used. Okay, so by the way, it could be the exact same number. So when you said that I have few friends, right, meaning you don't have many friends, the number could be 4, or let's just say 3. And here, when somebody came to you and asked you to join them, and you said I have a few friends with me, the number could be same, 3 or 4, but you are taking it as a positive number here in the second example. So whenever you consider a small number, right, a small number which is positive to you, use a few. But again, when you refer to a number, a quantity which is not, again, huge, big, right, as many, but you consider it almost nothing, negative, use few. That is the difference between few and a few. Now let's move to the next set of indefinite adjectives, and these are more and less. Let's start with the indefinite adjective more first. It means an additional amount of something, and it can be used with both countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, so again, when you use more, you mean additional amount of something. So you're asking, or you're talking about something that you've already talked about. For example, we need more rooms to take the classes. We need more rooms, more additional amount of something, which is rooms, right? So you've already taken rooms. On top of the rooms that you've already taken, you're talking about taking more rooms, an additional amount whose quantity is not known to you yet. For example, let's take another example. All right, let's understand this very clearly, guys. We'll come down in a while. So let's say, and let's use it with an uncountable noun this time. She wants more tea. Okay, or let's ask a question. Would you like more wine? Okay, now when you say she wants more tea, meaning she wants an additional amount of something, which is tea here, which is uncountable. Meaning, for the meaning, she's already taken tea. This is not the first time she's taking tea. She's already taken tea. And on top of that, she's asking for an additional amount. Would you go to somebody and say, I want more food? If it is the very first time you're asking for it, would you say that? No, you would not. You would simply say, I want food. Now, the next time you go for the same, when you ask for an additional amount, you say, I want more food. Okay. Similarly, she wants more tea. She had tea. She wants an additional amount of tea. Now, okay. Similarly, would you like more wine? You've already given wine to the person you're saying this to. Now you're asking if the person would like an additional amount of the same. Okay, that's how we use the indefinite adjective more. Let's come back to our original size, and let's remove this. And that's how we use the adjective more. And let's talk about less. Less is kind of similar. A smaller amount of something. Less as an indefinite adjective works with or modifies an uncountable noun. It is used with an uncountable noun. Smaller amount of something that is uncountable. For example, we need less money for the next month. Again, money is uncountable. Less, a smaller amount of something. I have to manage with less water. Okay, less water. Again, less what? Water. Or I can live with less money but not less love. All right. Now, if you want to refer to a smaller amount of something which is countable in nature, let's remove this first. Okay, again, listen to me very carefully. If you want to refer to a smaller amount of something which is considered countable, which is plural in nature, which is a plural noun, we do not use less. In that case, we use fewer. Okay, fewer. For example, we have fewer students in the batch now. We have fewer students in the batch now. Smaller amount of something which is plural in number, right? After this call, I have fewer concerns or I have fewer problems, right? I have fewer questions now. Fewer questions to ask now. Okay? Now, fewer is countable, a smaller amount of something which is countable in nature. Okay? Do not use less with countable nouns. Okay? Do not do that. Now let's look at our next set of indefinite adjectives, and these are much and enough. Let's start with understanding the very first one. Much. Much is used to refer to a great quantity of something. A great quantity of something. For example, there is much food left for you in the fridge. Much food, good in quantity, right? Great quantity. Okay, much what? Food. We can take another example. I have much love for you. I have much what? Love. Noun. Uncountable. I have much love for you. A great quantity of something that is basically uncountable, that is not countable in nature, so it is used with an uncountable noun, refers to a great quantity of that which is uncountable. Okay, let's talk about enough now. Enough as an indefinite adjective is very simple, very straightforward. It means as much or many as required, or there is enough. It is used with both countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, and when it is used with countable nouns, it means as many as that are sufficient, that are required, that are enough. And when it is used with an uncountable noun, it means as much as required or as much as enough. Okay, let's take some examples and understand how to use enough in a sentence. Examples. Example number 1, you have been given enough chances to prove yourself. You have been given enough what? Chances. It's a plural noun, right? And these chances are enough. As many as enough, required, all right, sufficient to prove yourself. So here it is used with a countable noun. We can also use it with an uncountable noun. Let's take an example, and before we do, let's remove this example. All right, okay, let's do that. I do not need your help. I have enough money. Enough what? Money. Money in the amount, in the quantity that is sufficient for me, that is required enough. Okay, that is sufficient enough. Enough what? Enough money, which is uncountable in nature. And that's how we use enough. It's very simple, very straightforward. Let's move to the next set of indefinite adjectives, and these are other and another. Let's start with other first. Other means the second of the two options in a way. All right, for example, let's take an example and understand this. Show me the other project. I don't like this one. Show me the other project. I, let's say, did not like this one. Did not like this. So let's say you brought two projects to me and you've showed me the first one. I went through it, I did not like it, and say, show me the other one, the second of the truth that you brought. Okay, let's take another example. For example, I took you somewhere and I got you something to eat. You had this, and then I offered you something else. You were happy with the first meal, but I insisted and you had the second meal as well. And I say, how do you like this one, the second one? All right, I offered you the second one, second meal, and I say, how did you like this one? And you say, I like the other one better. I liked the other one or other meal better. Okay, I like the other meal better. Now, which other meal? The second of the two, right? The other one that the speaker has already experienced, or the other thing that is known to the speaker. It's actually very clear in the context that which thing the speaker is talking about, and here other is used with a singular noun. Okay, singular countable noun. It is not used with a plural noun. All right, that's how we use other as an indefinite adjective. Now let's talk about how to use another. Okay, another is very simple, you guys. It just means one more. It means one more, and it is followed by a singular noun. For example, let's watch another movie. Let's watch another movie. One more movie. Modifying the noun movie. Another movie. Give me another chance. Give me what? Another chance. A chance. One more. An other. One more chance. Right? That's how simple another is as an adjective. All right. Now let's talk about the last indefinite adjective, and that is all. And it is very simple to use all, which means whole of something. Whole of something, which is basically a plural noun. For example, I love all students. I love all students, right? I bought all the cars. But do we know the exact number of cars? No, we don't. Do we know the exact number of students? No, we do not. But it means whole of something. Each and every item, each and every member of the group that is being referred to here. All right, that's how we use all as an indefinite adjective. There is a detailed lesson on indefinite adjective on our website, www.englishwithashish.com. Check out the website and you will have more examples and more things to learn from this post available on the website. All right, and I'll share the link with you in the description. And that's all about today's lesson, you guys. Thank you very much for watching the video till the end, and I hope you got to learn something new. And if you did, like the video. That's my motivation. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel and become a member of the family, and make sure you press the notification button so that every single time I publish a video you get notified. And share the video with people that need it. And if you have any question, any doubt, do let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys very soon. Till then, keep learning, have fun.